You know, a lot of chatter in town about the Sundance Film Festival coming to the Tri-State, but there is already a world-class film fest happening right here in the Queen City.
Yeah, that would be great, but we've got this great festival already, and here to talk about all of the award-winning cinema that you can see this week is Executive Director of the Cindependent Film Festival, Allison West. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's just start at the beginning. Cindependent Film Festival, for those who don't know, how did it start? When did it start? Why did it start? All of the things. Give us the background.
We had our first festival in 2018. It started because we saw an opportunity for Cincinnati to have the best indie film festival around. It's a 3-day film festival that has education opportunities, engagement opportunities, entertainment opportunities. We do master classes. We do live screenplay reads with actors on new works. And then we just have, days worth of indie films with filmmakers who are visiting from all over the world.
That's an amazing opportunity to be part of any of those, but you can be part of all of that with this festival. Can you talk about some of the films that you'll be screening?
Yes, so we're really excited to be featuring some really beautiful local works this year. Okay. We have a film called Relationship to Patient that comes from filmmaker Caroline Craighead, who grew up in Covington. They'll be here Thursday night for a talk back, and she's bringing H. John Benjamin, who's famously known for playing Bob Belcher on Bob's Burgers, to a screening as well. Yeah, isn't that great?
That's awesome.
Yeah, we have date night shorts Friday night that get into lots of different versions of love and all the kinds of love that you can find. We have Cindependent After Dark Saturday night, which kind of gets into some of the funny and weird stuff that come out of people in terms of indie film.
Well, and that's one of the best parts about indie film is you get things that you're not gonna roll into a Cinemark, you know what I mean, and see some of these things. It's going to be a little bit further out there, which is really fun. I think it's neat that you've got all of these local filmmakers involved, obviously, but when you get some of those bigger names coming in. First of all, how does that happen? And what do they think after they've been here, after they've been to Cincinnati?
Great questions. The question are how does a big name get attached to an indie film festival? Yeah. What a lot of people don't understand is these films generally are very palatable stories that anybody could watch. And famous people, celebrities, they tell their stories. We happen to have a local filmmaker who made her directing debut, and along the way she welcomed H. John Benjamin into her short. So when she comes to screen her film in her hometown, she invites him on behalf of the film, and then we get to welcome him into Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Here's the thing about Cincinnati. It's a great city. Yeah. So when people come into Cincinnati, what we really work on is putting the best of Cincinnati forward to invite people in, to show them how beautiful the city is, and then to delight them so that they'll come back again and again and again.
And talk about how wonderful the people are here and welcoming and nice and want to keep making their movies here, and there's so many, we've seen some of the major motion pictures that have been made here and in places that you wouldn't even think of around the tri-state, like people know these little nuggets, but you can shoot this here and there.
Right.
When we talk about the event going on this week, you mentioned, you're going to have screenings of the films, but there's also going to be some other things. I think there's an event on Saturday that's free to attend?
Yes. So Saturday we actually have 2 major free events. There's family-friendly films at 10 a.m.
Oh, okay.
It's a 40-minute film block to kind of take care of a child's attention span, and that's free and open to families.
Fun.
We also have a cinema expo that's new for 2024 that's going to run Saturday starting at 9 a.m. where if somebody's interested, kind of getting their hands on some tech or talking to people who know how to handle cameras, lights, equipment, you can come in, you can talk to people, get your hands on some things, and then you can network with some local film groups as well.
Well, that tech stuff and that changes, I feel like, so much just in terms of what's available, at what scale, at what cost. That changes every year. That seems like it's radically different. Why would you tell people it's important to support independent films?
I think it's really important to support independent film because of the person who's usually on the other side of that. The filmmaker on the other side of that, there's a one-to-one dialogue around why they made their work and why they are telling the story. And I think we have an opportunity as a city to recognize and support people who have important stories to tell. They're direct stories, and it's really fun to see someone see their work and get to say, oh, wow, that just blew my mind.
That's so cool.
Well, and I think I got involved with the Southern Ohio Filmmakers Association many years ago, and to be a part of some of the independent films, I don't think people realize how much work goes into making even a short until you're part of it. And being able to see how some of this process works really gives you a different perspective and an appreciation, because I think we think this, oh, just because somebody's a celebrity, they can just make a film. But we've heard stories of many celebrities it's taken them 15, 20 years to get something made. And here are people locally that maybe are putting their life savings into making something, and it's their passion. And we have those people right here that are doing it.
Yeah, and we want to recognize them.
Right.
We want to uplift them. We want to support them. Our opening night shorts on Thursday, where we will have H. John Benjamin, but also Karen Parsons, who's famous for playing Hillary Banks on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Sure.
She's coming to this event to really look at some of the local stories that we have to offer and think about ways to take these stories further into the world.
What I love is that you're both passionate about independent film and you're passionate about Cincinnati,
yes.
which is as a lifer, I sort of love, and when I have conversations, I feel like I'm doing it the same way. We punch above our weight class, so to speak, quite a bit on things. And when you hear things like maybe Sundance is coming here, what does that mean to you? Just personally, what does that mean to you?
I think personally it is a huge testament to the work that we have been doing for years.
Yeah.
Bringing the community together, building and supporting a community from the bottom to the top all over Cincinnati that can welcome an organization like that. Cincinnati knows what to do. When we all come together and start working together, we have an opportunity to bring something big and special to the city.
Yeah. Well, this is big and special as well, the Independent Film Festival. As we wrap up here, tell people where they can go to get tickets and kind of run through the nights again.
Sure. So if you want tickets, you can go to www.cindependentfilmfest.org. We are playing Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's a full day event, but you can come and go as you please.
Is it downtown?
It's downtown at Memorial Hall.
Memorial Hall. Okay.
Yeah.
Great spot.
Yeah, that is a good spot too.
Allison, thank you so much for coming in. Best of luck with everything.
Hey there. Yeah, you could stop watching right now, but let's be honest, you don't want to do that. Hit the links or click subscribe to see more amazing content from all of us here at Local 12.